Generic greetings and welcome to Workers in Resources Soviet Republic. Today's beverage is a nice glass of vodka, because in Soviet Republic, beverage drink you... No. Okay, let's get one thing straight. Let's try and stay away from the, quite frankly, overused and crass jokes about the Soviet Republic, Russia, the entire era, basically, because, quite frankly, they're just in poor taste. Not every worker is squatting on a Brutalist concrete tower block wearing a full Adidas tracksuit. I mean, some of them might be, but not every worker. I've also just realised that it says workers and resources, when I'm pretty sure Soviet Republic would think that is exactly the same thing. Anyway, I digress. This is a city building game that I've had my eye on since it was released, which is quite a while ago now. I think it's been out for quite some time, but I've never really jumped in and played it. I picked it up recently and give it a go, and there was no tutorial, so I just went, nope, this is quite an in-depth game. I'm going to leave it. Just recently, though, I asked a lot of people what we should play and what I should try, and this was recommended highly, so I thought I'd give it a go. Luckily, the beta branch has a tutorial. I've done all that and watched a couple of videos, so let's just have a little bit of a play. Now, this is not, under any circumstances, a preview. I've played about an hour and a half of the game thus far, and quite frankly know enough to get things moving and working. We can see people doing the thing and buildings crack on, but I have no real idea of exactly how good or bad I am doing. Let's just go for easy setting, because why not? I have turned off the day and night cycle because I'm not a big fan of that. Education simulation is simple. Children automatically reach basic education. No elementary schools needed for newborn citizens. Parents can work while the children under 6 years old. No kindergarten needed. You know what? Let's put it on medium, and then we'll go to day and night cycle disabled. That seems probably a realistic approach, and we'll say our fires. Currently we're on frequent. I'm going to put that to none at this stage, because this is not a save that I'll be keeping. This is just going to be loading, and we'll see how we get on with it. So this is our main map here, and we need to build all sorts of stuff. You've got loads of stuff up the top here, but basically the main two you want to be looking at is construction infrastructure, as far as I'm aware. You've got like coal-related industry, you've got equipment for citizens, like loads of like tower blocks and stuff like that. I mean, this is a huge map. I don't have any idea if you could build something that's like, you know, going to fill out the entire thing. What I'm going to do is go over to this side, because I have a bit of a plan, and if we're going to create a city, what we want to do is put it near one of the borders, because you notice here we have like a checkpoint. This is the Soviet side. You've also got a NATO side somewhere. It'll be, well, I'm guessing over that corner there. But if we build our first city in and around here, not only can we sell some of our power, because we're going to build a power plant first, but we can also import some stuff from this side as well and sell it if we need to. So let's go over to, first things first, we need to place a couple of coal mines. So we're going to go for construction, and then for oil, no. Construction related, no. Gravel, coal and iron, there we go. And then we've got coal extraction and processing. So there's a coal mine and there's a coal or processing plant. So we'll place a coal mine, and when you move it around, it will highlight where the coal is really good. So there you go. You can see there, it's all in green, so that means it's actually really good there. There's also one, oh, there's one over there and one over there, so that might be a decent idea. I'm trying to scroll in, but I've just realised that you can't actually scroll in when you've got this in play, because the scroll is also your zoom in. So we'll bring it on a little bit there, and then we'll place them around about this location here. So you can see what happens is you've got an entrance to the coal mine for roads, but also a conveyor belt as well. The main thing I'm focusing on at this stage is the conveyor belt. So we'll place that in there, and then we'll place another one in probably there, like so. And then you can see these are building now. When you build them, you have several options for building. So you've got build using rubles or build using dollars. Later on with certain buildings, like for example, these flats, you can automatically get the citizens, or you can say don't automatically build all, in which case you have to produce the resources that are required. So you need 17 tons of concrete, 13 tons of gravel, asphalt, all of that sort of thing. So yeah, I can see it being quite a deep game, but something that I have only scratched the surface with. So that's that there. So what I want to do is take that over to a processing plant, although maybe some storage would be a good idea. That actually stores 2, so let's do that. Let's bring in a storage in here, and then we'll also probably have to go over to infrastructure, over to the conveyor, and then we'll have a conveyor going from there to there, like so. This one, we'd ideally want to go over to that side, but you can't. Oh, we can have it like that. That's fine. That actually goes that direction. That is fine. So there's our storage there. You'll notice that these here, when I click on them, there's loads of stuff that I won't try and go through, because quite frankly, I have no... I have no real full understanding on any of this. Basically, we've got no workers on site, so it is good at producing anything. Also, they don't have any power. There you go. That's now built and says no power, no workers. So that's not going to do anything. We have got enough money, I think, to build pretty much everything we want. So we'll just crack on with it. Like I say, this is something that I probably won't... Well, I definitely won't keep anywhere because I'm sure I'll mess loads of things up. This is just a learning thing. So that's now in. So we need to then send that to a processor. So we'll say, indeed, let's have a quick look. It is coal mine and coal processing plant. And we have 4 inputs in there. So let's place it, I'm thinking probably here. I want to start going down the hill a little bit, actually, so probably there. Although, as we can see, the exports are on, we've got 4 inputs and then 2 exports, so this is where we have some problems, because I probably want to bring that in there, and that should hopefully work, so we'll put that in there like so. You have to hold left click to alter the terrain there, but the problem with that is I've realised where the road is, or rather where the road isn't, so I'm going to put that there to make a little bit of space there. That is in our auto build as well. And then we need to connect up all of these conveyors. Now the problem with that is where I've put it. So going over to infrastructure and then the conveyor systems, we won't just be able to like connect them like that, and you can't build from that location to there and then move them along. It's not like Factorio or anything like that. You have to have these transfer hubs. So there's an innie and there's an outie. So we'll have to have probably one innie there. We'll have an outie in there. And then we'll place one just further back here. And I can already tell this is going to be an absolute nightmare to connect up when it comes to the roads. Hang on. No, we don't need to. What am I talking about? We don't need to because we have 2 of our coal mines going into the first one. So that's fine. So that'll go to there. And can we place it? That's now fine. This one will then go to there. And that one will go to there. And that is all connected up. And I wonder why that stuff is still there. It might take a while to destroy. I guess it does. So there is all of the conveyors in. You can see it goes to these towers and then around to that one. Still taking a while to build. But that's now in. So that should produce the coal required. We need to then bring that coal down to a power plant. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a power plant. So that's construction related. Where is it? Residential, energy related. Coal power plant. It's currently what is the year? It is the 6th of January 1970. So coal needs to go in the back there. And if I place it in here, it will actually connect up with power. But I'm not actually concerned about that. My main concern is the intake in the... Well, intake in both the coal and the road, but also how flat this ground is. So that's now building. The resources will come out of here, and I don't think they'll reach down there. They do actually reach down there, but I don't like the look of it, quite frankly. So instead, what I'll do is place that there, and then that should look a lot better. So there to there, and then there to there, and that is job done. Yes, it actually looks a lot better if we rotate that around. That goes in pretty much how we expected, so that's pretty good. So assuming this would be producing, we then need to get some power up to here, because at the moment none of this is powered. We can click on it, it says the building is without power supply and no workers, so we need to sort that right out. Nice beverage. By the way, it's not vodka, as I joked earlier. That is actually almond milk. Anyway, let's go over to... what would it be? Infrastructure? Medium voltage? Electric substation, yes. But once again, it's going to be a road issue here. I'll place it there. That's... I don't think that's unreasonable to place it there. He says. That should do quite nicely. As I said, I actually played the beta build to get onto trying the changes in it, as well as the tutorial. So yeah, now this is where I'm gonna have to snake all of these round these roads, because you might be thinking, oh well, why don't you just go into here? Well, that's because you can't. Yeah, you really have to have them like up a height in order to do it. So I find that the road network is troublesome, and that is the biggest compliment I can give the road network at this stage. Doing that would finish that off. Now we'll come down here to there, working down to there. And if that can go up to there, Maybe. I'm going to have to get down here at some point, which is going to be a nightmare. Let me connect that road up. I'll have to put some bus stops in here as well for people to work. At least all of the buildings are in. We're going to start encountering some problems here. And can this come down this road here? It can. And where's the road on that side? It's on the exact opposite side. Brilliant! That's exactly what we wanted. But I'll go across. Flatten that. Come down. Right across here. Don't know why it's suggesting that. And then it has some weird pathings. You also have options for, well, you've got mud road, gravel road, asphalt. Asphalt with street lights and trolley bus. Yeah. Right, so that's all of that. That is like the basic spine of sort of being able to produce power and coal for the power and then that sort of thing. So we need workers. We need homes for the workers, and we need to put the power up there. So I'll do infrastructure, medium power lines, which they can go on like a 45-degree sort of angle-ish like that, and then that connects up to that, and then that means that that should now supply everything. Yes, that is now supplied. Excellent. So if we got coal, you see it says no workers and no resources. That should technically be able to crack on. But what we'll do, we'll go for... I've already messed it up. I mean, I've probably already messed it up as soon as I loaded the video, so I'm not going to worry too much. High voltage power line. Oh no, we can build. We're fine. That is fine. I just want to connect up to that grid. That's the grid externally to the Soviets over there. Russians? Soviets? I don't know if it's just a general assumption of one or the other. But that's now in. And that's fine. So what we need to do is have a home for the workers and a way to get up and around to here. Now, as far as I'm aware, there's a couple of ways we could do this. We could have infrastructure and have bus stops. So up here, what will happen is we'll have a bus stop, and then the main housing area will be down here, so you have to take a bus to your work. On the previous game, I tried that, and it didn't work at all. So I have no idea what the solution would be. The problem is that basically, I don't know where the line would... Let's go over to construction. Residential buildings. Prefab here. I mean, we could put it like in there. Does it connect up? Let me zoom in and rotate a bit so I can actually see it. Yeah, see, it's the thing I need to know is over the top. Could put it there. Wouldn't want to put it there. Can't put it there. You can see all the the dots. The green means it's fine. The yellow means you'd need to alter the land, and the red means you can't alter it. So, like, it wouldn't go there for some reason. Well, that seems to be like a perfect place for it to be around here. But alas, no. No, the terrain is simply need to flatten terrain. Would it go there? It might go there. Oh, it might go here. It will go there. So, we now have a residential building. Or at least it's getting built. That's now fine. What I'll do the same thing over here. But I'll place it right next to the power plant. New vehicle type. It's a combine. Cool. Now, what happens is, when you build this, you can say, yes, bring in workers. So, when I build it, you've got auto citizens. You can either pay with rubles or dollars. As you can see, we've got a lot less dollars and more rubles. I'm guessing there's a whole microeconomy to go between the two and that sort of thing. Which, if I'm quite honest, is the thing that attracted me to the game the first place. The era and the setting and all of that sort of thing. And there's a lot of people running to work. Don't even see that, they're running along there. If I click on that and go over to the buildings to be reached, you can see they're going to go over there. But we don't have any power. Even though that should supply power. It will supply power. But it won't supply anything at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to purchase resources using dollars, manual purchase. I'm going to purchase 40 tons, and that means that, yes, voltage goes up, wattage goes up. We are now producing power, which means that then these should also have power too. No workers, but they are heading to work. See that? They're running along, but it depends on where they can go. Ah, so they can't path over that conveyor belt, which is totally understandable. What we'll have to do then, go for footpaths, and a footpath this side. Would I be able to build a... No, we can't build a footpath, and there's no way we can build like a bridge. So this conveyor here is a nightmare. What I can do then, hopefully, delete that conveyor. Footpath. Can we path across there? We can. That should then say, yes, they can get to work. That is excellent, but that coal mine is doing nothing. So we'll have conveyor. Conveyor transfer. Truck aggregate loading and unloading. No. See, it would have to be that. But then it would... Oh, it is actually building then. But is that stop the path? No, it doesn't seem to have stopped the path because early access game is early access. Right. Well, that is technically working, but it doesn't sit right with me. So we'll have this then. Like... Oh, no, because it's still... The problem is there's no, like, gantry that we can use. Oh, I'm just going to put it in and just deal with it. It's in. It'll work. Like I said, this is something I'm not going to keep anywhere. So, that means that now we should hopefully be getting coal coming down. No coal. No workers for that one either. Oh, do we have the same problem there? That, yeah, the entrance for the workers is over there. Hang on, let's see. Infrastructure, footpaths. There's a footpath. That should work then. Oh, let's make it, let's upgrade it. Let's have a proper footpath. Yes, they can get to there now. And coal's going in there. No workers. I'm guessing we need more workers. But that's not the biggest priority at the moment. Priority is the fact that they've got no food. They've got no jobs. Let's get somewhere feeding them in, because that's always useful. Let's go to infrastructure, road. We'll have a road just going down just from there. Actually, no. Cancel. Delete that. Can't build that way for some reason. It doesn't work. No, it's going to have to be there. Okay, we'll build across like so. And then on this side, we'll have equipment for citizens. Grocery store. Grocery store would be very useful. And a small store. So groceries, naturally, is food. And the other one, this one here, is just, I believe, just like clothing, electronics, yeah. So everybody will probably stream out and go, yeah, straight towards that. Okay, fine. We'll do the same up here. I don't know where we'll be able to put it, but grocery store there. And small store there. That is fine. Okay. People are going to work. Operating without issues. Yes. Does that mean, is coal coming down here? It went on for a moment there, then stopped. Current percentage is low. That's operating... Gravel? Coal ore. Why are we producing gravel? Aggregate storage is storing coal. It just says gravel. That's bad. Maximum production per workday, 120 tons of coal. Consumption at maximum production, 120 tons of coal. Aggregate storage, coal ore. And export is coal. No, so that's working, I think. Current operating without no problems, yeah. Is it just workers? I think it just might be workers. It says loads of workers are able to get food. I disagree. You can. It might update later on. We've got food. Got storage there. That's good. Building without power supply. Right. Okay. That may be something to do with it. Let us get another substation in. Substation. substation, you need to have a road connection there. And then medium voltage power lines will go up to there. And then, we're going to need a distribution station, aren't we? Can we not go over there? It's not going to happen, is it? What I'll do, go to about there. Delete these. Go to, don't want a switch. Power transformer. We don't want a power transformer, so it is a switch. It is a switch. So switch will go. Again, though, you need road access. Or is it a switch? I'm not too sure. Doesn't any. Whereas that one there goes any with large, and there's loads of outies. Okay, we'll do that. That's sort of what I can work with that. I don't know if it's the exact one I need, but I can work with that. Get rid of those. Medium voltage power lines into there. Medium voltage power lines into there. And then back over to high voltage. Done. Right. Hopefully that's the way to do it. If not, then, quite frankly, well, by all means, let me know. And that's now in. So, current power production, nothing. Operating without issues. Current production percentage. Why is it not producing? Should we start selling some power? Maybe we are producing loads. Sell mode. Export, say 50% of our power. Oh, there you go. So we can actually export that then. Export up to 70%. And we are gaining rubles. We have a basic economy. It's probably stupidly inefficient and garbage, but we have it at least. So, 2 workers can't work because of a low education. We need, it says there, you don't have any sports or enjoy culture or anything like that. Yeah, you've got all these ratings for, like, you know, their needs and stuff. The hierarchy of needs. Let's have a quick look then for our residential buildings. We've got bus platforms in car parks. Education related, you've got a kindergarten, all that sort of stuff. We'd probably put it around here, but I don't know if that's the way to go. Trees and accessories. Nothing in there. Nothing in mods. It's not in infrastructure. It's not in footpaths. It would be in there. You can get like... Oh yeah, for like football ground and stuff like that. I thought you could. Cool, we can have a football field right next to the coal mine, because when you're playing... when you're playing very strenuous sporting activities, what you want to be breathing in is coal dust. Oh, you can also build a pub. Right. Let's put a pub on there. We'll do the same down here. Sports field. If I can fit in this corner, that would be brilliant. Oh, I can. Perfect. And we'll put the pub... Oh, there's cinema as well. Put the pub next to... We'll put it here. But what I'll do, now that that's in, I will get another tower block. Can't place it under the power lines, as one would expect. I'll place it in here. Like so. I have just got build and auto gain citizens. Maybe get auto citizens was not the right choice, but we'll see. Back to roads. We can bring this down. Like that and across. Yeah, I mean... that's a little bit of a dodgy corner, but it's in. And I want to just double check the pathing for people. Yeah, so they can't get exactly where they need to go. So this is apparently too far for them to walk. Although I don't know what the scale is. If that's a full-on coal power plant, are then people to scale? Yeah, there might be, considering the size of the cooling tower and the legs on it. Although the footy field will be about right. I mean, that's 5 aside, obviously not full size. Okay, fair enough. We can deal with that. We can work with that. Footpath. Like that. And hopefully pathing is better. Right, okay. They can get there, but they can't get to the pub. No, they can get to the pub and they can get to the shop, but they can't get to this. This is clothes and electronics. So, what's the best way of doing it? Can we build another path there? I don't think that would really do anything, quite frankly. We'll see. You don't know until you know. Yes, it works. Okay, well, I'll give it that. Job done. Right, so, money. Slowly going up. What do we need? Citizens were unable to buy meat. Unable to visit a pub. Well, that's not the case. There's the pub. The Dryry pub. Current number of guests, 3. Okay. I don't know what... It might be overtime or something. I don't know. We do need some education, but what we also need is infrastructure. And the ability, more specifically, to go between up this area and down the bottom. So what I'm going to do is put in a bus stop, I think. So I'm hoping... Zoom in first. I'm hoping we can get a bus stop in here. No. That pathway is just stopping us, but what we'll do... Demolish this path, and also apparently demolished all the citizens, so that is a problem. Put that in there. Not only will we have the bus stop, but when we go to footpaths, we can still connect it up. And we have that connection in the first place. Let's have a shortcut right across there. I was about to say this is fairly ugly in terms of the design, but, I mean, not exactly a looker, is it? Right. That should work. Yes. So we now have a bus stop. Loads of people waiting, but there's nowhere for them to go. We will sort that out. Roads. Bus stop. I mean, do we need a bus stop here? I will place a bus stop in there. I will also place a bus stop in here. Here. And finally, here. So there's the bus stop. We need road vehicle depot, which I'll place... Doesn't actually really matter too much. As long as people can work there, we're okay. Yeah. Oh, it will fit in. I'm sure it'll fit in. Come on. Come on. Yes, it will fit in. So, we now have a road vehicle depot. Once that's done, we can get a bus and get a bus network up and running. So, let's go. Buy a new vehicle. Loads of buses. I'm assuming, perhaps wrong, that all of these are real-life buses from the era. Well, obviously that's not. It's a harvester. But we can go to bus. Yeah. You can see where they're produced from and to. Right. I mean, they all have different prices. Zill. I've heard of Zill. 158. Let's have a look. 60 passengers, so it's a big bus. Let's hire 2 of those. Double click. New stop. So it's first stop, second stop, third stop, fourth stop. You can see the tasks is get in, get out. I will start that. I will then copy that to another vehicle and put it on that. Hang on. Don't know how we do that. No. Okay. That's... no. Copy vehicle. Copy schedule to another vehicle. Maybe I physically have to click on the bus. Didn't work. Try that again. Copy. Click. Yes! Start. And then the other bus moves. And there's the bus. How many people we got on there? 30 workers. Hang on, what? Sorry? Oh, I'm guessing it's 30 workers and 0 passengers, 0 students. I wonder what the difference is. I'm guessing workers means they are literally getting on the bus to go to work. Passengers might be to go shopping or something. But that's better. That's better. So, we haven't got schooling facilities. I wonder if we can just put like a school bus on from up here and build a school, say, down here. What's all the other buttons do? Population statistics. Total actual population 403. You can see demographic 303 workers, 33 babies age 0 to 6 years, children age 7 to 21, and then adult children plus 21 plus still living with parents. None apparently. We've got resource status, coal ore, and coal. It looks that basically we're not processing enough coal ore. Ah, missing coal ore and power. No resources, missing coal. Oh, right. Let's purchase resources using dollars. No, let's not purchase using dollars. Rubles. Manual purchase. Get that. Go over here. Reduce that down to 40%. Because we've probably just burned through all the coal. All the production percentage should, you know, might be able to produce more. Missing coal ore still. Do we need more coal plants? It is a possibility. But then, sort of fumbling around in the dark here. It's normally where I do my best work, but I mean, I'm not really too sure exactly what the deal is, so... Coal mine. Apparently up here is a really good place for it. But then bringing it into there would be impractical to say the least. Okay. Operating without issues. Do we just need more workers? Because we only got a couple of workers there. I think that's what it might be. Quality of source 10%. Ooh. Oh, okay, maybe. Maybe. He's just messed it up completely. I mean, if we place it there... Let's try it, see what it says. See what it says in production quality. I thought that was green underneath it. Quality of source is poor. Guessing just more workers would help. But some people will be coming from down the bottom to work over here. I reckon I can fit another building in there. Fairly confident I can. Not exactly prime real estate, but we're in. Still producing. Let's go to max speed. So that's resource status, population statistics, economy and trade. Ooh, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's... Foreign manpower, vehicles imported. Oh yeah, I haven't got any of those. Resources. Wow. Like I said, there's loads of stuff that... Oh, that's quality score of 24. Quality of source, 24. So actually up in the mountains is better. I did assume that, and the tutorial sort of hinted at that, even though the tutorial is basic. And I do stress basic. It's on the beta branch. And it told me how to do things. It didn't expressly say why you would do it, but you can put the pieces together. Like, you know, it's not totally useless, but some things you just have to guesstimate. There's loads of people without a job, but there's more that can work there. I'm assuming that people just start getting jobs. It's going up. Not too sure. Yeah, it's slowly going up. But we need schools. Let's see if we can get some schooling. So, I think we'll have to get some more buses though. So, buy a new vehicle. Go for the ZIL again. 2 of those actually. Click on that bus. Copy. There we go, they're in. Start the bus. And start the bus. So hopefully we'll carry all the people we need. Because there's loads of people waiting there. And include our students are there as well. So hopefully they can get on these buses. Let's go at normal speed here. What we're looking for then. Residential education related. Kindergarten, school, medical, university. Right. Kindergarten, a school, first things first, eh? Let's put a school in here. That was a kindergarten. And we'll put a school in... Should have placed the road first, shouldn't I? We can still do it. We can still do that without any problem. Says without any degree of confidence. Oh, the kindergarten got destroyed. At least there wasn't any people in it. Good. Not joking, there wasn't any people in it because it wasn't even connected to a road, so you don't have to check for the offside flag on that one. Come on, there we go. Down to there. And equipment and citizens. Grocery stores, no. What have we got? Tennis playground, radio station, pollution monitoring. Pollution monitoring? Pretty sure they're just looking around going, 8th of February 1970, probably looking around going, yep, smells of pollution. Back to work. Right, back to education. Ooh, what was that one? Food and crops. Oh yeah, there's farming and everything, like, you know, big like fields and stuff. And as far as I can tell, you import stuff until you become self-sufficient, and then you start exporting and becoming a global powerhouse. I don't think that is the case. Can't build due to infrastructure. Is it just too close to that? Yeah, it is just too close to that. Okay. What we'll do is place it further along. That should be better. Should. Bosh. Nice. Nice, good, excellent. So, now that's connected up. We'll have pathing. So I'll run along to there. And over to there. And then like that. So that's all of our pathing and stuff like that. We can have a one in the back as well. And we'll go straight across. Job done. So now people can come here. I wonder how many we need. Either way, they're probably coming here, and I believe, checking on that, yes, they are connected to that. I wonder if that, though, will affect these. I don't know how much they'll go over there. So you can see 75 citizens not able to enjoy culture, visit a church or spirituality. I'm assuming a lot of these things will be going up and down, and all kinds of bad stuff happens when it goes too low. But, as I said, this is not a tutorial. This is me messing around, trying to figure out how things work. So far then, we've got power plant, we've got coal. Don't think we have. No, we're not making enough coal. It's slowly going down. Sourcing missing coal again. One worker. I don't know why that is the case. I'm going to assume that I will be advised in the comments. Oh, I've noticed they've actually got a permanent lifespan. Right. You can see working at the coal mine, what their demands are. Maybe it's because I'm not meeting those. Either way, that is a very, very quick look at Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. I can guarantee that most of what I've done here is wrong. I can guarantee that there's so much that I've missed out. So far, honestly, which I always try to be, not got its hooks into me yet. There's a lot of busy work, but, and I'm assuming there's a lot of depth to it, but at the moment it's quite difficult to get into. Not impenetrable. Have had some fun with it, haven't regretted my time with it, but on the same touch, if I say things like, I know, oh, well, I want to manage loads of like industry and power and distribution and blah blah, I can have a more, I think, fulfilling and polished experience, and indeed more creative experience, with things like Factorio, Satisfactory, Oxygen not included, that sort of thing. It's the era that I came for, the era and the aesthetic, and that's what I'll stick with at the moment. Are some niggles like the roads, lack tutorial problem, but that's like all in the beta. I'm hoping that thing gets changed. I have got a roadmap, things like nuclear power's coming in. That's what quite interests me as well. But yeah, it seems alright. I'm, like I say, I haven't not enjoyed my time with it, but a lot of questions to be answered. I'm assuming once that is the case, and I know why things are happening and what stuff's going on, I'll probably enjoy it a lot more. But there you go. Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. If you have any suggestions, ideas, changes, things I should and shouldn't have done, things I should know and shouldn't know, then by all means pop them in the comments. This is on the people who like to be, let's not call them keyboard warriors, that is, I think, a bit of a derogatory term, but people who like to advise of the mistakes, then by all means, creative and constructive criticism very much welcome on this one. Either way, I hope you have enjoyed it. If you want to see more, let me know, and we'll see how we get on as always. So we have enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.